Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Ren, and this is my daily vlog. I did take yesterday off because I was recovering. Had a lot the day before, and heal time, self-help day, I guess. I'm on today though, so if you're new, welcome. Please like and subscribe if you do enjoy the channel. I just do daily vlogs of recipes, exercise ideas, my struggles through weight loss. I've just had weight loss surgery about 2 months ago. It's beginning of November. And before that, I actually lost 140 pounds. So, yay. I can't think of anything else to say. I think one of the best exercises to do is to start with is to walk, actually. Because a lot of people they can't do a whole lot. Like for me, for example, I couldn't even get out of bed, so I started from there, of course. And I think once you get up to it, you start walking, and you may not be able to walk that far, but you know, gauge it. If you walk half a block, you walk half a block. And then just go from there. And over time, I think you can actually build up your stamina. And that's a really wonderful place to start. And it doesn't have to be a speed walk. It doesn't have to be uphill or anything like that. You just do a comfortable pace when you first start out. Because everybody, when they first start out, they want like instant results, but it's never going to happen. That's not realistic. Results come with what you put in and over time. Healthy results come at a slower pace. What you see on TV with those weight loss programs and things like that, or what celebrities do, those are not realistic and they're definitely not healthy. You want it to come off slowly and you want to kind of make the changes in your diet and actively make your choice when you go to the store. What am I going to have for dinner? Things like that. I am a big beef eater. I love steak. I love things like that. Hamburger, but I have been eating more chicken and turkey because it's healthier for you. It doesn't mean I've given up beef completely. It just means that I take a conscientious account on what I have to eat that day and include that in my diary, food diary, and basically incorporate it to if I have steak that day, I can't have whatever else I have to compromise somewhere and keep my calories at a certain level. And of course, my protein's at a certain level, but I don't usually count like the meats I eat as part of the proteins I need for the day because those are just extra proteins. The easiest way for me personally to keep track of my proteins is I do my protein drinks and my protein yogurts, and I get that to the amount that I need for the day, and then anything else is just over. And that's how I keep track of it. It keeps it simple, and it makes it easier to meal plan, I'll be honest with you. I I personally, struggle on a daily basis because there are things I want to eat. Absolutely. I want to I would love to have go out to get pizza or something. And pizza's not off the list. And technically you can even have pizza at a fast food place, but you just have to be mindful on your carbs, where your calories are, where your proteins are, your sodium levels. That's why I always say keep a food diary. And you don't overeat. That's the big thing. Do not overeat. And now when I go to get snacks, I'm also mindful about what snacks I get. I want something that's going to be nutritious and filling. Because here's the thing. Um, my in-laws, she showed me, and they're delicious. I've had them before. These like little wheat things, and they're like little Asian wheat things are about this thick, full of air, basically. And they're really good. And she goes, oh, they're only this many calories. And I go, yes, but honey, that entire bag you have right there is only about this much space in your stomach, eating it all up. So you'd have to take however many calories for the whole bag. It's not filling. So just because something is low in calories, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to fill you up. And that's what you kind of got to look at. It's like, you have um, an apple, for example. An apple's going to fill you up more than an airy wheat puff, I guess. Wheat puff cake. I don't know what to call them. And because those crumble down to nothing, just dust, and the dust just takes absolutely nothing in your hand. But when you chew the apple up, that actually takes up more volume, and plus you're going to get more nutrients from the apple. So you got to also think of that. It's not just about how many calories something has, because if there's absolutely nothing in it but air, you're going to be consuming quite more than you expect in order to feel like not hungry. Because don't ever go to full, just go to not hungry is your goal. And because by the time you feel full, you've actually eaten like, that was 30% too much, something like that. And it's not healthy at all. So with that in mind, it's always good to just be kind of cautious on what you grab and just kind of put some thought into it. I mean, yeah, I made my partner breakfast this morning. I had fruit and one slice of toast because I was doing a yogurt day. So I had my yogurts, earlier in the day. And he, I made him 2 eggs, 2 slices of toast, and fruit. And the reason why I did it like that is because he's got his protein, and the filler is mostly the fruit. So it brings the calories to a healthier level. Yeah, they have calories, but it was fresh fruit. And I did a mix. It was like strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. So a nice little mixed fruit. And he only had 2 slices of toast with it. So yeah, it's actually, when you think about it, a very balanced thing. And I cooked his eggs in avocado oil, so he even had his healthy fats. And by doing that, I got him a nice, well-balanced breakfast that to help fill up his stomach, because let's be honest, for a full-grown man who hasn't had stomach surgery, he 2 eggs and 2 slices of toast, and they're thin sliced toast. It's not like regular sliced bread. It's like a thinner slice. Is not very filling. So by adding the fruit with it, it helps him feel more content with his breakfast and not as apt to snack, and which is important. And that's why I always think it's important that if you are going to eat something that's not very filling, try to find something to help kind of counteract that is healthy, because there's so many different things out there that you can add to your diet to help be more filling and not as snacky. Another trick I used to do before stomach surgery, I can't anymore because my stomach's too small, but I would eat just enough to not be hungry, and then I would drink some water on top of that after that, and that would help fill my stomach up. So it would help me feel more full, and I would be getting my water intake easily for that day and every day. And then I wouldn't be getting as much calories, but I would always track my nutrients, of course. I made sure I had my proteins. I made sure I had my fruits and vegetable servings. I made sure that, I had my good fats, all of that. I tracked it all in my app, and then I just found that I didn't actually snack. I found that was more energetic too, because I wasn't filling up too much on like getting like after Thanksgiving or something, when you have that huge meal and you just feel so tired and you just want to take a nap. I didn't feel like that anymore. I felt like I had more energy. I was eating less but having more energy, which I thought, "Well, that's kind of weird." But when you think about it, not really, because um, my metabolism in particular is actually designed to survive on less. Not everybody's, because everybody's different. But I was by doing that and bringing the volume of food down and getting used to eating smaller portions before surgery has actually made it easier for me after surgery because I think I would be struggling right now, honestly. I think I do. I think I do struggle sometimes, but I think it would be worse if I hadn't, put mindful thoughts before then. But I was just thinking about that. But yeah, I mean, like vegetables and broccoli and squash and cauliflower, those are just, the sky's really the limit on what vegetables you can get. And then I was also thinking about this. If you have a green thumb, I recommend like growing strawberries if you can in your area, of course, or tomatoes or something. And just the act of going and tending to a small garden is an act of getting outside, getting fresh air, or I believe some of that stuff you can even grow in your home. But it just kind of helps you. And believe it or not, if you grow your own strawberries, they'll actually be sweeter than the ones you buy in the store. Because the ones in the store are genetically altered to be larger but less flavorful. So, true story. Anyway, they you do get bigger berries in the store, but they're not as sweet. I like strawberries, that's all. But for the most part, yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do. Of course, you don't have to. I go to the store and buy all my produce anyway. I don't have. I don't actually. I don't live in a place where I can grow it because I'm in a very shady area, so I really don't get a lot of sunlight. It wouldn't work. But for those who can, I do encourage it because then you can actually, give yourself a little bit of a goal or you know what's going into it and harvesting it and such. So you know where your food comes from. It's always good. Another thing I was also thinking of before I let you go, um, for those who do want to go the vegetarian route, and when you do the vegetarian high protein low carb diets, just be mindful that that plant protein doesn't have the complete protein for your body to absorb. And so whenever you plan your meals, make sure you take the supplement to complete that protein. And I recommend eggplant lasagna. That's my, I like eggplant lasagna. I mean, I like meat, eating meat. I have no problem with that. But, eggplant lasagna is awesome. My mom used to make it as a kid. And you can make some really delicious food that is very nutritious and healthy and that has no meat in it but is still high in protein and is good for you. So, yeah, absolutely. That's definitely something you can do. Just be mindful that plant proteins are not complete proteins for our bodies to absorb. It's missing a component, so you will need a supplement to do that. That's all I can say on that one. Little tidbits. There is no wrong or right way to do it. Um, I try every day. I don't always succeed, but I always do try. One step closer to one step healthier. And with that, I shall say your imperfections are what make you beautiful because they're what make you unique. And always remember to hydrate. And with hope, anything is possible. So never give up hope. Till next time, love you all.